Sometimes you may want to generate lot of PDF file from your Google Sheet data. And in this video, I will be telling you the way in which you can generate as many PDF files as you want based on the dynamic data that is present inside Google Sheet. So let me give you an example. This is one of the Google Sheet that I have created, and I'm actually doing an event, and these are all the name and all the event participant who have registered for my event. So you can see the name right here. The participant email is right there. The competition in which they have participated is right here. And then there is an event coordinator phone number where the participant can contact the coordinator just in case if they have any questions regarding the event. So you can see the data is right here, the name is right here, the email is right here, the competition in which the participant has participated is right here, and then there is a coordinator number which is right here. Now I actually have a dynamic data right here, and I actually have a certificate created as well, which is essentially a letter of confirmation because the participants have participated. So I have created a letter of confirmation which says, hello full name, thank you for submitting your entry for the competition name. I would like to tell you that your entry for the competition is confirmed. The event will take place on the 29th of this current month. Please get in touch with our manager at phone number for further details about the event. Thanks and warm regards, Pabbly team. So you can see I have created a letter of confirmation with the help of Google Docs, and all my participants are here inside the Google Sheet. So now what I essentially want to do is I want to replace this full name which is shown right here with the full name which is present right here. I want to change the competition name and the phone number with the data that I actually have right here, which is the competition name is right here and the event coordinator phone number is right here. And lastly, once these PDFs are created and generated automatically, I want to send this PDF across to participant on their email address, which is exactly right here. Okay, so you might have understood the whole use case on what exactly I want to do. Let me show you how the entire automation can be done with the help of Pabbly Connect, and I will not be using a single line of code to generate PDFs and later send these PDFs across to the participants in real time. So what you have to do is just click on plus button right here and go to connect.pabbly.com. So the URL is connect.pabbly.com. In my case, I have already done my registration on pabbly.com. So that is why I am directly inside the dashboard right here. But just in case if you are not registered, sign up first on pabbly.com and then you will be taken to the connect.pabbly.com dashboard right here. My first step involves you to click the create workflow button right here. I will just zoom it a little bit so that everything will be much more clear for you. So just click on create workflow right here and just write Google Sheets to PDF because we essentially want to generate a PDF file from Google Sheets data. So just click on create button right here and you can see the first thing that you see on the screen is choose a trigger. So it is basically asking us that where are you going to get the data from? So we are going to get our data from Google Sheet. So I will just click on this button and I will choose Google Sheets right here. So this is where we will be getting our data from. And what is the trigger event? So I'm just going to write that my trigger event is new spreadsheet row, so that whenever there is a row in my Google Sheet, I actually want to pull the data. And as soon as you do that, you can basically see all the instructions being written right here on how to connect Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect. But because I'm doing this video, I will actually tell you all the step one by one here itself. Okay, and just remember that you do not even have to do any single line of coding to get this whole integration done. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do is just copy this webhook URL and just keep it somewhere. So in my case, I'm just going to copy it. It will be saved in my clipboard. So I do not have to paste it anywhere, but just copy it. Okay. After copying, just click this capture webhook response button, which is available right here. Okay. And you can see that it is waiting for a webhook response. Now try to understand what is a webhook. Webhook is actually a way for an external software to send data inside Pabbly Connect. So external software, they can send their data to Pabbly Connect with the help of webhook. Pabbly Connect will capture that webhook, and based on the data that is supplied to Pabbly Connect, it can then create PDF from a template, and it can do lot of things whatever you want to do. Okay, so I have clicked the capture webhook response. It is saying that it is waiting for a response. Now we have already copied this webhook URL. What I will essentially go and do is I will go back to Google Sheet. Okay, then I will go to add-ons section right here. I will click on get add-ons. Okay, because we essentially have to paste that webhook URL somewhere. Okay, and we will be pasting it inside one of the extensions that we already have. The first thing that you have to do is search for app. In my case, you will have to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. Okay, search for this add-on, which is Pabbly Connect webhooks, and click on this button. Okay, as soon as you do that, you will be taken to this Pabbly Connect webhooks extension. Just click on this and click on install. In my case, the extension is already installed. That is why you are seeing the uninstall button right here. But otherwise, in your case, it might ask you to install the extension, and then it will ask you for certain permission to enable this plugin enable this add-on on your Google Sheet. Okay, so just install it, give it the necessary permission it needs, and you will be all set. Okay, so I'm just closing this window because it is already installed in my case. All you have to do is go to add-ons, look out for Pabbly Connect webhooks menu item right here, and then just click on initial setup, which is available on the menu item. In the initial setup, just make sure that you enter the webhook URL that you have already copied from Pabbly Connect. So I'm talking about this webhook URL that you have already copied. So just go and paste this webhook URL right here. This is the way to connect your Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect, so that all the data from Google Sheet will reach Pabbly Connect, and then Pabbly Connect will generate the certificate out of it. Okay. Lastly is the trigger column. Trigger column is always the last column in your Google Sheet. So in this specific Google Sheet, you can see the data is filled up to the D column. So just make sure that you enter the trigger column as D. And because everything looks good to me, I'm just going to do my first test request to see if the first row of data, which is Neeraj Agrawal, is sent properly to Pabbly Connect. So I'm just going to click this send test button right here. And you can see the test data is sent successfully. So if you move back to Pabbly Connect, you will actually find the name here. The participant email is right here. The competition in which he has participated is right there. And event coordinator phone number is already right here. So the data reached properly to Pabbly Connect, which essentially means that our integration is working perfectly fine, and we do not even have to worry about anything. All we can do now is to generate our certificates from the template, which is inside right here. Okay, so the next step involves you to create a Google Docs document from the confirmation template right here. And before I do anything, I will just take you to Google Drive here. What I have done is I have created this Google Docs file and the Google Sheet file inside. Let me just reload the page. Okay, so just reloading the page here. So all I have done is I have created this event directory in my Google Drive. So you can see the event directory. If I go to my Google Drive right here, you will see the event directory is right here. So you can just click it and see the event directory. Inside the event directory, I have created the Google Docs file, which I have already shown you earlier in the video. And within the event file, I have also created the Google Sheet file, which you have seen on the earlier segment as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to create two new folders inside the event file. My first folder is the doc file, because we will be creating multiple document file based on the template file right here. And lastly, we will be creating one more folder, which will be PDF files. Okay, this will basically hold all the PDF files that will be created from this very same template. Okay, so the process involves that the first step will be the doc file will be created from this template with the dynamic data from Google Sheet. And once the doc is created, we can then create PDF file from the very same document file, and we can store those PDF files right here. Okay, so I'm just moving back to Pabbly Connect. The first step is to select Google Docs. So I'm just typing the name as Google Docs. So this will be your application name. The action event, there are multiple action events that are available inside Pabbly Connect. So the action event that you are interested in will be create document from a template. Okay, because essentially you want to create document from the template right here. So just click on create document from a template, click on connect with Google Docs, and then you can just click on connect with Google Docs right here. Okay. As soon as you do that, it will give you the list of Google account. Just select the relevant account in which your files are there and just give it all the necessary permissions so that Pabbly Connect can actually access your file. Okay. So what it has done is it has automatically captured the confirmation template document because it was recently made. So it has already found it and it is already populated it right here in the template document. Just in case if the template document is not appearing in your drop down menu right here, you can enable this mapping button right here. Okay, just enable this map button, go to your confirmation template, select the ID which is shown right here. So you can just copy this ID. Okay, ID is between the D and between the edit. You do not have to capture the slashes, you just have to capture the ID. So this is your confirmation ID. You can just copy them, and inside Pabbly Connect, if you want, you can also paste it right here. Okay, just in case if it is not available in the drop down. In my case, it is already been shown in the drop down, so I'm not doing anything else. The next is the new document name. So whenever a new document will be created, you can basically name the document whatever you want. So in my case, what I really want to do is I want to create this document by the name of the participant itself. The participant name is Neeraj Agrawal. So I essentially want to create the document by the very same name. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click this map button right here. And after clicking on map button, you will see the trigger, which is the first step in this workflow. So I will just open the trigger and I will create the document by the name of Neeraj Agrawal. If you also want to include the competition name inside the name, you can add a hyphen or whatever you want, you can add it there. And then you can also add the competition participated as well. So the document will be created by the name of Neeraj space Agrawal hyphen drawing. Okay, so it will be much more recognizable for you and it will be much more easier for you to manage. Then it is asking us, where do you want the new document to be stored? So as you remember, we actually created the doc file right here. So what I can do is I can just click on drop down and I can just select the doc file right here. Again, the process is pretty much the same. Just in case if it is not appearing for you in the case of because you might have a lot of folders or directories in your Google Drive, you can again open your doc file and you can copy the ID from here. Just copy this ID, click this map button, and you can also paste the ID right here, just in case your folder is not displayed here in the new documents location. Next, what you can see essentially is it has automatically picked all the dynamic tags from your template. So if you remember, if you have created this template, whatever dynamic tags you have to create, just make sure that those dynamic tags are included inside the double quotes. Okay, so it is the opening double quotes, then there is a tag name, and then there is a closing double quote which can be seen right here. So if you can see in this document, we actually have three dynamic tags. First is the full name, second is the competition name, and third is the phone number. So what you can see is it has automatically populated the full name, competition name, and phone number from your template itself, where you have already placed the dynamic tags right here. Okay, so all you have to do is just click this map button right here, open the trigger window because we have already captured the data inside trigger, and map the full name inside the full name. Next is the competition name. Again, click on this map button, click on this trigger window, and just map the competition participated, which is drawing. And lastly, just map the phone number, and you can map the phone number right here as well. So when you are mapping, you will see that there is a key which says name, and then there is a value which says Neeraj Agrawal. Never worry about the way it is shown here. Only the value will be sent to the document, and the value will be replaced by this specific tag. Whatever tag is shown right here, the value will be replaced by the value which is shown right here. Because everything looks good to me, what I will do is I will just click on save and send a test request just to see if a doc file is created right here automatically or not. So I will just click on save and send a test request just to see if the doc file is created properly. And if you go back to the doc file here, you can actually see that the screenshot does not show you all the detail, but if you open the doc file, okay, you can see the doc file is created by the name of Neeraj Agrawal - drawing, and you can see all the dynamic tags are replaced by whatever value you put it in the first step itself. So you can see, hello Neeraj Agrawal, thank you for submitting your entry for the drawing. In fact, we forgot the word competition, so that's okay. Please, I would like to tell you that your entry for the competition is confirmed. Please get in touch, and the phone number is also replaced right here. Okay, so you can see our letter of confirmation is created inside the event directory inside the doc file. So now what we essentially want to do is we want to generate PDF files from the doc file. And to generate a PDF file from a doc file, the first step that you have to do is you have to make this doc file a publicly accessible file so that Pabbly Connect can access that file, and based on accessing that file, it will generate the PDF file. Okay, so all you have to do is just go to the next step, click on this plus button, and if you see, you will actually find that on the last step itself, you will find that there is an API response which has returned us the document ID. Okay, so this is the document ID. It says 1E70RC. And if you go to the confirmation, in fact, the doc file right here, it is the exact same file that is created. This is the document ID of the file, which is 1E70RC. Okay, so you can actually see that the document ID is returned back to you when you create a Google Docs file. So what we will be doing is we will be using this document ID, and we will be making this file a publicly accessible file only to the person to which this link of the file is present with them. If the link of the file is present with them, they can just Pabbly Connect will be able to access that file based on the document ID, and it will be able to generate PDF file from the document ID itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on plus button here. The next step after creating the document file involves you to make the file publicly accessible. Okay, and because the file is present inside our Google Drive, we will be selecting the app name as Google Drive, and we will be selecting a method right here which will be share file with anyone. Oh, in fact, you have to use this one, share a file with anyone, and it shares a file with anyone on the internet. Okay, so just select the option share a file with anyone. In the later stage, if you even after creating the PDF files, if you really want to delete the file, you can actually do that as well. Okay, so just going to give you a option. So clicking on connect with Google Drive, I'm selecting, in fact, I'm just going to connect my Google Drive right here by clicking on new credentials. And then you can select the relevant Gmail account through which you want to create and give the access to this file. So you can see the file ID is automatically populated, but because this will be a ongoing automation, we actually have to supply dynamic file ID, because each time the automation runs, it will generate a document ID which will be dynamic in itself. And once the document is generated, you want to give and share the very same file with everyone. So what you have to do is just click on map button right here. I'm again showing you, click on map button, delete all the static data that you see right here, and just map the value which is coming on the step just above it. So the step 2, Google Docs create document from template, just click on it, see where is the document ID, and you can see the document ID is right here. So just map the document ID, and as soon as you do that, and as soon as you fire a request, this file will be publicly accessible, and Pabbly Connect then will be able to generate a PDF file out of it. So this file is shared. Just click on save and send a test request. So you can see the file is right here already. If you click this file right here, you will see that it is shown with a lock icon, which means that this file is currently private to just the Gmail account. But now this file will be publicly accessible through the link. So to access the file, someone has to have the very same ID which is shown right here. So now I'm just going back, and you can see the icon is changed to anyone with the link. So anyone with the link will be able to access this file. Okay, and because it is pretty much open file now, what we can do is we can generate a PDF out of this open file. Okay, and you can, if you see the API response right here, you can actually see the web view link of the file, the export link, and you can actually find the export link for application and PDF. So if you expand this, this will be our link to generate the PDF file. Okay, so this will be our link to generate the PDF file. So in the next step, we will be mapping this value to create and generate our PDF file. Okay, let me just show you what you have to do next. Click on this plus button. Okay, because we want to generate a file and we want to upload it inside Google Drive. all you have to do is select Google Drive again right here. So the app name will be Google Drive, and then the method that you have to use is upload a file, because you essentially want to upload a file to your Google Drive. So select upload a file option right here. Okay. Connect with Google Drive, just give all the necessary permission. If you've already connected Google Drive once, you can also select your past credential, which happens to be Google Drive 19. So all the latest credential are saved in the bottom. We just authenticated Google Drive in the last step. So I'm just selecting the very same authentication credential, and I'm just going to click on save button right here. Okay. Now it is asking us for the URL of the file that you want to upload. So in my case, I actually showed you the URL, which will be export links application/PDF. You can also upload the RTF file, or you can upload the zip file, whatever you want, you can do that. But in this case, I actually want to upload the PDF file. So I will just click on this button. I will click on this mapping button right here. I will click on share a file with anyone. And then I will go in the bottom, and you will actually find this link which says export link application/PDF. If you really want to make it simple, you can also type PDF, and it will actually give you only the very same action step right here. So just map this value. Okay. I'm sorry, I just deleted it by mistakes. I'm just typing PDF. I'm just mapping it. Then it is asking us the folder ID in which we want to save these files. So folder ID, again, I will go to my event folder right here. PDF file will be my folder ID. So I'm just opening this folder, and I'm just copying the folder ID from here. I'm going back to Pabbly Connect. I'm entering the folder ID right here. Okay. Because this folder ID is going to be constant all the time, I can just map it statically right here, because the PDF generated are always going to go inside the very same folder ID. Last is the file name. So I will just map the file name as well. So I will just click this button. I want the file name to be created by the name of person. Then I want a hyphen. Then I want the competition name. And because we want this file to be a PDF type of file, I will just write .pdf. Okay. You have to mention this extension as well whenever you are creating the file. In the last step, we didn't mention the extension because Google Docs essentially do not have any extension at their end. So if you remember, we created a document from a template. Last time we didn't add any document name or extension right here, because Google Docs essentially don't have any extension with them, but the PDF file is going to have an extension. So that is why we are using the .pdf right here. So again, going back to PDF file, it is completely empty, but I will just click this save and send a test request button. Okay. And it will just take 10-15 seconds, and you will see that a PDF file is created with all the dynamic data in it. So you can see Neeraj Agrawal drawing. It says, hello Neeraj Agrawal, thank you for submitting your entry for the drawing, and the event is going to happen. And then there is a phone number, and then there is a letter of confirmation PDF which is generated. And you can see it is not a public file, it is a closed private file. So it shows not shared right here. Now, even if you want, you can basically share this file to the very same audience or the very same participant who is participating in the competition. So all you have to do is click the plus button right here. Okay. And because we want to share the file with the very same participant, again, select Google Drive action. So select Google Drive as an app, and then you just have to select this option which says share a file, connect with Google Drive. We have already authenticated one request. So select the Google Drive 19 option right here, click on save. And then it will give you the file ID. You actually have to map the file ID because it will be dynamic each time. So just remove this file ID. Which file ID we want to share? We want to share the PDF file. So PDF file is shown with uploaded file ID. You can see the file ID right here. So just map the file ID from the previous step. Click on this map button, click on Google Drive upload a file, and then you will just see the uploaded file ID, which will be right here. Just share it. And who do you want this file to be shared with? So just map the button again. On the trigger, you actually found the email, which was the participant email, which will be magnetmarketing251@gmail.com. So you can even share this. What kind of permission you want to give them for this PDF? PDFs can't be edited, but still if you want, you can give the edit permission for this PDF file. Okay. And because everything looks good to me, I will even open my Google Gmail account right here just to show if the file will be granted or not. You will actually find some security alert because we have essentially given the permission. Let me just delete this email. So the primary tab is empty. What we just want to do is we want to share this file. I will click on save and send a test request. And as soon as I do that, I will just move back to my Google Drive and Gmail account, and you will see that Neeraj Agarwal drawing.pdf is shared with the very same person, the participant, and he can download the file. He can just access the file right here. Okay, so it says letter of confirmation. Hello Neeraj Agarwal, thank you for submitting your entry, and all the things are right there. Now, sometimes there might be a possibility that your participant might not have a Gmail account. In that case, what you can essentially do is you can, instead of using share a file, you can also use an option which says share a file with anyone. So basically you will make this file a publicly accessible file, and then you can select the app name as Gmail, and then you can send the exact same file link to the person on his Gmail or whatever email address he has. Because the file IDs are so long, even when we make publicly accessible without the IDs, no one can actually open up your files. So this is just one other option that you can basically experiment with. You can share the file with anyone with the link, and based on that link, you can send that link on someone's Gmail. We actually have a app for sending email on Gmail as well. So you can just add as many steps as you want. So if you want, you can also send an email to the person with the exact file ID with the help of Gmail, which is send an email option. Okay. So, but in this specific case, I'm just deleting the Gmail module because I do not want to show you, otherwise the video will be too long. So what I have done is, let me just close everything because that way it will be easier for you to understand. We have actually created a long workflow, honestly. So what we have essentially done is, in the first step, we have captured the data from Google Sheet. Based on that Google Sheet capture, we have created a document from a template. We have created a Google Docs file. Then we have shared the very same Google Docs file with anyone. On the next step, we have uploaded a file and we have generated a PDF file, and we have uploaded that file inside our Google Drive. And lastly, we have shared the file with the very same participant email on his email address. Because everything looks good to me and my automation looks just fine, I can just enable this workflow, and this workflow is already enabled. So now what I will do is I will go back to my Google Sheet right here, and now I actually want to generate PDFs for just about all the data right here. Here I am showing just 4 data, but you can basically have 20, 30, 40, 50 people, and whatever data you have, you can actually have that. All you have to do is go to add-ons, okay, click on Pabbly Connect webhook, and if you want, you can send a custom data, okay, or if you want, you can send all data as well. When you click on send all data, what it will essentially do is it will send the row number 2, then it will send the row number 3, then it will send the row number 4, and then it will send the row number 5, and all the PDFs will be created right here. So let me just click on add-ons, Pabbly Connect webhook, and send all data. You can also send custom data. I'm just showing you the screen. On the custom data, you can specify the start range. So in this case, the start range will be A2 and the end range will be D5. So you can mention A2 to D5 and all the rows of data will be sent. Okay. I'm going back to add-ons, clicking on Pabbly Connect webhooks, and I'm clicking on send all data. And all the data will be sent one by one through webhook on Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect will receive that data. It will perform all the steps one by one, and it will keep on saving all the PDF file right here. So in fact, you can see the first PDF file is already saved right here with the name of Neeraj Agarwal. The second PDF file is created, which is Pankaj Jian for painting. Okay. And it will keep on adding more files one by one on the Google Drive itself. Okay. And then you can see 2 more Google Drives are created, Google PDFs are created. Third is the Neev Nayar, and then it is the Vinny Goyal. So I believe all the participant data is submitted. So 4 new files are created because we sent all 4 data. You can actually see 5 files right here because when we were initially trying our automation, the first file was already created right here. So you can see all the 4 new files are created. If you open them up, okay, you can actually see the letter of confirmation with all the dynamic data in it. Okay, so this looks amazing and this looks fantastically well. There is one more thing. If you remember, I added the magnetmarketing251@gmail.com participant email again. So this means we might have got an email for Neev Nair as well on our email address. Okay. In fact, all the emails will be sent, but because this email address is open to me, I can actually see the file being sent to me. So I will just open it and you can see Neev Nair dancing.pdf file is right here. And I can actually access this file. I can download it. I can keep it as a letter of confirmation. Whatever I want to do, I can do that. So again, I believe you might have understood how you can create and generate as many PDF files as possible from the Google Sheet data. And you can see all the PDF files right here. Again, thank you for watching this video. Pabbly Connect in itself is very, very powerful software. Even though I was able to show just a few scope that was possible, but there are more than 500 tutorial videos on the Pabbly channel itself, which shows different level of integrations that you can do. And the level of integrations that you can do are very, very extensive. So you can send these files on Gmail, but at the same point of time, you can do a lot of different kind of things based on your automation requirements. So do check out the Pabbly channel as well. We have 400, in fact, 500 plus videos already, and you can actually find different possibilities automating things all around in different possible ways. So again, thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.